Good morning, y'all. It's Monday, May 4th, as I know because I looked it up. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known because I don't ever know these things. And it is the first official day of my summer vacation vlogging. So this makes the first time I'm officially back in my room. I'm not officially moved in yet because so far I just got a bunch of boxes that I have to unpack. And I'm like part way, and some things that my parents brought to work to store there that weren't supposed to be brought to work to store there, so I have to go fishing back out and stuff. But whatever. Back here, my bed, which is like 10 times more comfortable than the one at school and feels like sleeping on clouds by comparison. And oh, I love it so very much. Love you, bed. For those of you who don't know, this is my room. Well, even if you didn't know, you probably could have guessed, but yeah, it's my room. That thingy back there is a bamboo ladder thingy that my dad made that's not really a ladder. It's just kind of shaped like one, and it is genuinely bamboo though, but it hangs on my wall and that's all it does, and I like it. And above it there is a picture that my grandma painted for me. See, it's all pretty. And I have 2 windows and a blanket from Mexico, and a bunch of stuff out of sight that you can't see. That's my room. So I've been thinking, you know how you make New Year's resolutions and everything? Well, I've never really been able to get into that because New Year's is like there's a ball dropping and there's a celebration and people cheers each other and stuff. But other than that, it isn't really anything. It's just kind of a day people say, "Oh, New Year!" and you start writing down a different number every time you have to write the date, and probably forget it for like the first month, or I do anyway. But other than that, it doesn't really have much significance. So yeah, I've never really been able to get into New Year's resolutions because it's not like any major turning point in my life. But coming into summer, on the other hand, now that feels like an occasion for making resolutions. I really think that when you're in college, you ought to go by a summer vacation resolution and then a new semester resolution. It makes a little more sense that way. So I do have a few summer vacation resolutions. Of course, I'd like to pray more, get my Bible more. Those are pretty important. Reading books, the first of which is probably going to make Miranda a little upset with me, but I've been meaning to read it for years. I'm going to read A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And then I'll get into all the really cool ones you want me to read. But first, that one. And I want to hopefully figure out what books I'm going to have to read next year and maybe get a little ahead on them, which it would help out so much for next year. And I want to get some money for college, which would be also very good. And do the staycation activities with Miranda and Sarah and Alicia. Just doing all kinds of different things around Auburn because there's really a lot to do here, a lot of touristy things that we don't ever do because we're not tourists, but thought it might be cool to do them for a staycation. It's Miranda's idea. I think it's a really cool idea. And I'd like to take all this stuff that I brought with me. You can't see it, but there's stuff over here, like boxes and crap. So I want to take all that stuff that I brought to college with me and narrow it down into just a heck of a lot less stuff. Just figure out what I didn't need, like the extra ink cartridge for my printer. Did not use that. And some other stuff. Yeah, figure out what I really need, what I don't need, so that next time when I go to college, it will just be lighter, easier packing. I would also ideally like to become more cell phone conscious because whereas many people my age are too cell phone conscious, like pulling it out every 5 seconds to look at it and text and stuff, I forget that I have it most of the time, which is not good when you're trying to keep in touch with people. Just not. I would also like to become more Facebook and emailing because I don't really enjoy them, Facebooking and emailing. But again, when you're trying to keep in touch with people who are far away, it's probably a good thing to do. So I'm going to try to get up on that a little bit more. I'm going to ideally wear my contacts more. Oh, ow. Because times like this when I put them in, well, it takes me forever because I don't have practice. So if I'd like to practice more over the summer, and I can wear them more. And I can wear my cool sunglasses more. I would also like to practice riding my bike so that when I go back to school, I won't feel so ridiculously unpracticed and I will actually use it more. Because I think I really would if I wasn't so self-conscious about using it, just because I'm not in shape and haven't really ridden a bike enough. So I'm always terrified about getting on it because I think I'm just gonna like run somebody over on accident and generally look like a dork. But if I practice over the summer, then hopefully I won't anymore and I'll be able to get some use out of it. Which would be a good thing because it's a nice, awesome, good bike. Well, I think that's more or less it for resolutions. Just a couple thoughts on summer vlogging in general. So summer vacation means that we have all split up and gone our separate ways back to our home places, and we're in completely different groups, and now we have to stay in touch with different people. But it's still just as important as ever, and I really hope that we all keep up with our vlogs over the summer because I need to see y'all's bright shining faces and not just have pictures to go on and memories of last year. We have to keep making new memories this summer, even if we're separate. So that is why the vlogs must continue over the summer. So Miranda, I'll see you tomorrow.